First, though, KETV Newswatch 7 chief photographer Scott Buer also on the ground with Live 7 Mobile. Scott, where are you at right now?
I'm at Highway 103, Brandy, which is just north of Crete along Interstate 80. And what you're looking at, if you can pull it out on the webcam, is the wall cloud from the storm that Dave Roberts was describing. People are getting off the interstate and coming up. I've seen a couple troopers running west, lights on, trying to get people off the interstate. The conditions here are a little bit bizarre, to tell you the truth. You can see an awful lot of lowering in this wall cloud, Brandy. And I cannot discern any rotation from my vantage point, but it's a very serious situation that does seem to be tracking right along Interstate 80, moving slowly to the east. And in fact, in a couple of minutes here, I may be deciding to change my location a little bit. We'll keep you posted. Back to you.
All right, Scott Buer reporting live. All of our crews, stay safe out there, guys. Well, again, we have several crews out in the field at this hour watching this storm come through. Chief photojournalist Scott Buer joins us live. Scott, where are you at right now?
I'm on what would be Highway 103 going north of the interstate. It's actually a limited access road. It's gravel, loose gravel. You're looking north at the cell that went by Seward, and it is an extremely lowered, large wall cloud with a rotational component in it. A lot of lightning, too. It's difficult to tell if there's a funnel in the cloud or not, but it definitely has a lot of power in it, and you can feel the air being drawn in from every direction to this thing. So it's definitely a dangerous storm. Now, Bill can track it better than I can, but it looks like it's going to run just the north side of Lincoln. Okay, back to you guys.
And take that picture here. Scott Buer, our chief photojournalist, is out there. He is looking.
It's a dangerous spot. I got to move.
All right.
154th and Fletcher. It's an air funnel. It is not on the ground yet.
I see it right there in the middle of the screen there. You can see the twist, the roll of that scud
Bill,
cloud
we're
in
at
there.
154th and Fletcher. We had a really well-defined funnel for a moment, and it started breaking apart. It did not touch down. It did not become a tornado. There's a tremendous amount of lift going on around here right now, and to be honest, Bill, I'm going to take a quick run to the south.
Good idea, Scott. I mean, you got to get out of the way of that. And that's our fear, is that this thing is going to keep on producing a tornado and may briefly be a little funnel in there. You know, here is the storm. Watch this thing. See? It just sort of wraps up in here. So this area around Malcolm, that's where those funnels that Scott Buer was looking at is kind of moving up into that northwest corner of the county. I got to tell you, the Weather Service has been doing a fine job of outlining these warning polygons, because this storm has certainly respected at least the updraft part of the storm where they put this out. So the residents of Lincoln, cautiously optimistic. Maybe the worst of this is going to pass just off to your northwest. It's really close. Look at the rain and wind there that we're seeing on our double box here, that camera, that view from West Lincoln. I mean, that is going sideways, coming across the camera there. Scott Buer, are you with us there? And give us your location again.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bill. We're still about 156th and Fletcher. Winds are 60 to 70 miles an hour. They're straight line heading in towards what looked like that wall cloud. I'm changing my position a little bit, but it's not a good place to be right now, and a lot of people should be in their basements or in this area. I'm going to head to the south and try to get out of it a little bit. There was a piece of tree that just came across the road in front of me, yeah, it's a good storm. It's a very serious storm. There's plenty of people who live on the north side of Lincoln. You should be looking at these pictures and saying, I should be heading for my basement right now.
Good deal, Scott. You got to get south. Scott, what's your exact location in relation to the interstate? How far north of the interstate are you?
I'm going to say I'm about 4 miles north of Interstate 80. Fletcher was the last street sign I saw. Highway 103 becomes, I believe, 156th Street. So I'm heading south on 156th Street now, trying to get back out from underneath it. That was a really nicely defined funnel for about 30 seconds, Bill, before it blew apart. But what's still going on here is pretty good. Interestingly enough, all right, I just crossed Superior Street on 156th. That'll help you.
Okay.
The interesting thing is that now what I'm dealing with is very, very strong straight-line winds out of the west, blowing very heavy rain. I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on driving and let it go back to you for a little while.
Sounds good, Scott. We'll look at your picture as long as it stays up there.